Hello everyone, my name is Nymphina and welcome to Animal Crossing New Horizons. So today, as you can see, I am stood in a little empty place on my island. It is the upper right hand corner, and I thought today it would be a really lovely idea to do another little terraforming and terraform around where Zucker's house is going to be. Before we begin, I do want to remind you guys to like, comment and subscribe. We are on the way to 500 subscribers. We're almost at 400, which is absolutely insane. Thank you so much. And once we get there, I will be doing a Q&A and a face reveal for all of your lovely faces. Anyway, without further ado, let's jump into the terraforming and I hope you guys enjoy. So I started doing a little farm area at the side of Zucker's house, and I got this idea from Wacky Crossing on Instagram. I love this idea of having this like Zen beach farm. I loved it, so I put my own little spin on it by adding a little walkway, and I think it turned out really lovely. I love this idea. I'm so happy that they decided to share it, and you know, just incredibly grateful for the creative people in the community. I then decided that next to Zucker's house, I think I wanted like a little bit of like a personal area for him, you could say. So I decided to use the bamboo partitions because I think they look really lovely, especially with this Zen vibe that I'm wanting to go for that I normally wouldn't do. So did a little bit of terraforming to try and get the sort of shape that I wanted. Did my little tree hack glitch thing that you can do, but with a piece of bamboo this time to help add that Zen vibe to the area. And then just started playing around with all the stuff that I had in my inventory to create this lovely Zen area. I then eventually decided to get another bamboo partition. I thought, you know what, let's make this like a little bit of a fence, you could say, so that, you know, there's this area that you walk in, it's like his garden, his lovely little bit, and then you can go into this little more of a communal area that he maybe has for people and friends that come around. I really like that idea of having that there, which is why I've got the hearth and the fire pit. As soon as I saw the noodle slide that I had in my storage, I knew I wanted to incorporate it into this build because normally I don't do different kinds of themes on my island. Obviously my island is very much cottagecore, but I found these very lovely grassy things, put the noodle slide over there, and I was really happy with how that came out. Now I start to try and figure out where I want to put the extra bamboo pieces that I have in my inventory because, as I said, this is a Zen sort of area, so it's not going to be complete without some bamboo. So I was figuring out where to put things. Some of the bamboo I've stunted with putting saplings by them. Some of the other ones I wanted them to grow fully so that, you know, it just has that lovely vibe to it. With now realising where I've put the noodle slide, I decided to rearrange the initial fire pit that I'd put in that area to have it a little bit more, I don't know, comfy, you could say. It just felt a lot more comfy with there being more cushions and a little bit of a leaf pile, so I moved it around a little bit and was quite happy with how that came out. Adding a lovely little picnic area with some really nice picnic designs that I found. I was really happy with these ones that I found, and I thought it would be really nice to have this picnic area kind of join up where the cooking bit is, almost so that, you know, when the person's cooking the food, they can just instantly go and give it to people who are sitting down and enjoying their stuff. I also knew that I wanted to try and incorporate like a Zen sort of garden going on the actual beach, so I found these really lovely design patterns, obviously on Pinterest and decided to just incorporate them, playing around with the different ways that the flow of the patterns obviously go, and eventually decided with this pattern that you will see at the end here. And I wanted to make this area like a little fishing bit for Zucker, as if sometimes he comes out and he has a little bit of fishing, he's got his drying racks, and you know, and then with the little communal area at the back, it's almost as if he goes fishing and then makes food for people that come over to his house. Can I just say, I really love the carp flag. Look at how insane that thing is. I didn't realise how big it was at first. As you can see, I did have to go and run round past Lily's house to try and get back, but it just looks so lovely. I love some of the new stuff that Animal Crossing designers are actually putting into the game. I'm so happy and pleased with it. I do have a newfound love for the bamboo items now because, like I said, I haven't really used them before, and I'm really happy that I decided to incorporate it into this Zen style area for Zucker. And if he was a real person, I think he'd be really appreciative of what I have designed for him, because I think it looks really good and really shows off what his character is like, if that makes any sense. Doing what I usually do, and I just keep tweaking and tweaking different things until I get it looking exactly how I want it to. I also do like how I've incorporated the smoked bamboo with the regular bamboo items, because I think that colour contrast looks really nice with the fact that Zucker's house is quite brown and some of the bamboo that I'm obviously planting is not fully grown, so the brown and the green I think look really good together. Once again, I've also kind of fallen in love a little bit with incorporating actual weeds into my build. I'm kind of happy that I've made this transition into using them, because I think it gives an extra bit of dynamic to what you're designing, because obviously design patterns are 2D and the weeds are 3D, which just make it look really nice. Tweaking and changing, and I got to this point where I was putting down so many DIY patterns that I completely forgot that I knew I wanted to incorporate flowers and bushes into this build. So eventually I go and grab some. I grabbed the mums, because I think that the white and green mums look really good for what I'm wanting to design here. So I decided to incorporate them, as well as a little lily of the valley, because they're just lovely. And I'm just really happy with what I created. I made like a little bit of a chill area down here where Zucker maybe has his lunch, and he has a little Zen cushion to sit on and chill out with, and just these little extra details that I put into my builds of like the flowers, the little seating areas, now incorporating weeds, putting things behind people's houses that maybe aren't necessarily seen and, you know, sometimes can be obstructed, but they just add that extra little bit for when someone's maybe looking around your island and then they find these little bits and pieces and just think, that's really lovely. I love how you've done that. And here's the final look. I'm so happy with how I've designed this Zen area. I feel like in the future I am going to add a few more little, like I said, for extra just design things maybe around the little mountainous bits you see at the side which are encompassing this area. I think it would look really nice to just make it seem like there's a gentle fade into this Zen area rather than just a sudden change from cottagecore to Zen. I think that would look really good. I do absolutely adore the beach farm. Like I said at the beginning, I love the fact that Wacky Crossing designed it. I think it's very, very lovely. A very unique idea that you don't see much in the community right now because some people are getting a little bit fatigued with the game. So I love these new ideas that come out and this new sort of stuff because it just inspires things like this. I wasn't sure what I was going to do for Zucker's house, and then I saw that image and went, I know exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to incorporate the farm, I'm going to then incorporate some other Zen style stuff that I've seen, and I love the way that everything turned out. So thank you Wacky Crossing for designing this lovely little farm. I think it's very lovely. I'm also very happy with the little fishing area that I'm dubbing it, which is next to Zucker's house. I think it just adds an extra little bit of dynamic and my own personal interpretation of Zucker's character, if that makes sense. This idea that maybe he's just a little bit of a fisher person. He likes to, you know, obviously feed people who come over, you know, entertain guests, and I think that that's really lovely. And when I created the little bit of the sitting, chill, picnic sort of area, I thought that was really lovely and adds this idea of community because Zucker seems like he's a very friendly character, he's a very lovely character and just has this very warm vibe about him that he'd want to feed people, he'd want to help people be happy and feel comfort when they're at his house. I'm also very happy that I was able to get a hold of some of the bamboo grass items because obviously I reset my island. I don't know when they're going to maybe be incorporated this year into the game, but I managed to get a hold of them and I think they look really lovely, especially by the picnic area. It's almost as if people, maybe they sit and they have a picnic, they feel very thankful for things, and then they go and put their little note on the bamboo grass and just celebrate the community that has been created. But anyway, lovely people, that is the end of the video. I really hope you enjoyed. Maybe you've got your own inspiration ideas from this. I really hope you do because I enjoyed making this. I'm so happy that you decided to stick with me up to this point. Like I said at the beginning, remember to like, comment and subscribe because we're on the way to 500 and I will be doing a face reveal and a Q&A once we get there. So drop any questions down below if you have any. But with that, I am going to be leaving this video here. I hope you have an amazing day wherever you are in the world, and I will catch you in the next video. Bye!